Hello, welcome back. MAYAN was 13 when she started writing a diary about her struggle to stay at school in a poor area of northwest China. Her life changed when a French journalist came to her village. Now her words have been published around the world. A story of hope against all the odds.
During study time this evening, our English teacher came into class and asked us, "Do you want to improve your English?" The student said yes. Teacher said, "If you want to improve your English, then each of you should take out 1 yuan to help buy a tape recorder, so you can learn on your own during evening study time. If you have financial difficulty, there is no need to pay the money. Some families really have a difficult time. They can't even afford to pay for their children's school fees." I think of that time in my 3rd year of primary school when I had no money to buy books. Mother, along with a few aunties that I know, took a ride out to gather some fa cai and helped me acquire my books after a few months. Here, I would like to tell all the children out there something honestly from the bottom of my heart. My mother's care for her children is without boundaries. She is willing to do anything for her children. Here, I would like to say, Mother, you are the greatest. I love you. I love your spirit. You are so strong, so pure, so worthy of your daughter to learn from you. You are always the greatest in my heart.
2 days later, the French journalist Pierre Husky came to the village for the first time. That was the first time we met a foreigner. I was hungry and was very emotional when I heard that there were people from Beijing and their foreign friends in the village. Pierre's translator asked me how old my children were. I told her that MAYAN was 13 and was finishing primary 5 that year. I had no way of letting her continue her education. She asked me to tell her what was in my heart. I said MAYAN had 3 diaries. You can have a look at it. I went home and got them the diary.
When they met me for the first time, they asked about my situation in school and at home and my parents' conditions. We talked for a while, then they listened to me sing. Then he told me, "From now on, I'll help you go to school and to go to university, or even further than that."
Pierre Husky published excerpts of MAYAN's diary in the French newspaper Libération, and soon the entire diary was translated into French. Readers were struck by the poignant words of a young girl who seemed to be struggling against all odds simply to go to school.
During my first year of junior middle school, I got a lot of attention. Many reporters wanted to interview me at school and at home and at TV stations. Most of them asked me about my experience at school. So I wanted to tell them my experience so that they could then help other poor children, children who need to go to school or who really want to go to school. This got a lot of attention in the media. The children in my school received a lot of aid because of that.
The publication of MAYAN's diary touched so many people in the world. The book has now been published in 19 different countries, and every time it is being published somewhere, the readers have the same reaction. They finish the book and they want to help. Whether, it's the 11 years old little girl in Canada that wrote to us saying, "I don't want any of my birthday presents. I want all the money to be given to MAYAN so that she can go back to school." Or whether it's a wonderful man in Australia that said, I'm getting married and I've asked everyone to make a donation so that we can support the children of Ningxia together.
This outpouring of aid led to the founding of Children of Ningxia, an organization that now provides scholarships for needy children in the province. It has so far helped 143 students, including 77 girls. The government has also made it easier for children to stay in school by abolishing school fees through 9th grade. But many families still struggle to pay for boarding fees at faraway middle and high schools. Perrine Luye is the coordinator for Children of Ningxia in China. She scouts the villages of Ningxia to identify potential candidates for scholarships and also talks to school leaders and teachers to see what other needs could be met. Bai Bing, who lives in the village of Liu Jia Miao, is the latest young girl to receive a scholarship from the Children of Ningxia. She attends a middle school in the town of Yuwang. It is a 10-kilometer walk from her home. She usually stays at the school during the week, making the journey home only at the weekend.
When I come back, I help Mother with the housework, feed the cow, wash the pots and pans, and cook. I also clean the house. Sometimes, besides these chores, I'll take some time to study. Grandmother's old. Sometimes I go to grandmother's house to help her with work, to get water, just work around the house. I help my family with chores. There are 3 children in our family, 2 sons and 1 daughter. My eldest brother is now in a high school in Wuzhong. Next year, he'll be taking the university entrance exam. I'll be very happy if he can get into a good university. However, to get into university, we'll need a lot of money. Our financial situation at home is pretty bad. Last time, our family couldn't even afford to pay for school fees for the 3 of us. In the end, we received assistance from Uncle Haskell and Perrine from Children of Ningxia. They helped me and my brother. The burden of my parents will be reduced by half. My dream is to become a singer, a star. When my dream comes true, I'll help all children who love singing like me and those in poor financial conditions to realize their dreams. Once, a television station organized a competition. My parents said I could join the competition too. I was very happy. But after that, I found out that I had to pay 200 yuan to register for the competition. Because our situation at home was quite bad, I couldn't go. I was very sad. My tears just fell. Finally, I decided if I study hard, I hope that all the good-hearted people in the world will help me realize my dream. I'll be very grateful to them. I'm especially grateful to Uncle Haskell and Sister Perrine. If they hadn't helped me, I would have quit school and be doing farm work at home. With their help, a village girl like me can be what I am today.
But for some, school remains out of reach. Ma Xiaoling is 16 and has dropped out of school. Her parents are trying to find a suitable husband so she can marry soon.
Why don't you go to school anymore?
Because my family is quite poor.
Is there anyone introducing you to any potential husbands?
I heard there's someone, but I don't like him.
If you get a chance to go to school, would you go?
Yes.
Yet, for many girls in Ningxia, the environment has dramatically changed. They have new opportunities and new inspiration to choose their own future. It all stemmed from a young girl's desire to go to school and her mother's sacrifice and determination to get her there.
Her story, or Mayan's story, has proved to lots of little girls that first of all, studying was valuable. Her story has also showed to the parents that with studying you could have a better life and you could move to the city and you could provide for, even as a girl, you could provide for a better life for you and your family.
I couldn't have imagined that she could go to senior middle school and then university and then go overseas to study. I couldn't even dare think of that. Now I say it's fate. Now MAYAN helps other students. The girls now are, from a knowledge perspective, have changed. They can form opinions by themselves.
For someone who doesn't go to the university or has no chance to attend university, I feel that his or her life won't be complete. By passing the university entrance exam, I can prove to the children or girls in poor and remote villages that girls and boys can be equals. Through our own hard work, we can achieve the kind of life we want and determine our own personal direction. I wanted to be an example. Because of this, most of the girls in my village have gone to school. I hope that the children from remote places can slowly make their way out one by one. To strive towards their goals and develop themselves, and move forward in their lives.
An incredible inspiration to all the children of the world there. Now, the Diary of MAYAN is available in 5 different languages. Do try and read it for yourselves. And that's it for this week. If you have any comments, do email us on everywoman@aljazeera.net. Until next time, bye-bye.